Inversion time, what's that? Well, high pressure building in from the north, and we usually see this in the winter time. Actually, you can see it any time of year, but it's more pronounced in the winter time. This high pressure underneath it, air will subside or sink, and as that happens, it warms. The problem is during the winter time, there's a very thin layer near the ground where we live that has snow on the ground. It's still really cold. Well, that warmer air traps that layer of colder air, and with that cold air, there's a lot of moisture, some pollution involved, so we get hazier and we get foggier, and that's the case tonight into tomorrow morning. We'll probably see this inversion linger at least through Friday, but I think the strongest inversion will be tonight, where it will encompass a larger area than what we had last night. 18 expected for a low at Pocatello, and that's in the middle of town. Freezing fog advisory all night long. And another reason why an inversion happens is you don't get any wind. I know they always say it's windy around here, but when there's an inversion, you know there's not enough wind to mix up those different layers of air and clear us out and dry us out as well. 15 expected in Idaho Falls tonight, even colder than it was last night. And you're already seeing that fog a bit earlier than you did last night. Now, if you were up late last night in Idaho Falls, we did have some dense fog, but it burned off way before sunrise. Well, that won't be the case tomorrow. In fact, we're looking at this freezing fog advisory out until noon. Hopefully, we'll get some sunshine. It'll allow temperatures to warm up to 34, but not nearly as warm as it was today because we won't have the sunshine like we did today. In Pocatello, hardly any sunshine tomorrow. Well, maybe squeeze a little bit, a little blue in the afternoon. Temperature, though, still freezing all day. 32 will be the afternoon high, and again, no wind to help mix things up and warm us up. And that's not going to happen anytime soon, at least not tomorrow. And we may see a little bit of a warm-up as the winds start to mix this weekend. If you want warmer, you'll have to go north up into Montana. I hate to tell you that, but Dillon, 40 for high. Arco, 36, near 40 in Mackay. And it's pretty bad when Island Park will be warmer than Pocatello, Idaho Falls, Blackfoot, American Falls. Inversion, they're up where it's warmer. They're out of the inversion. 34 for high over in Jackson, Driggs 37. And if you want the real warm stuff, just head over to eastern Montana. Billings will have the warmest temperature on the map tomorrow. They'll hit 50. What inversion there, huh? 34 will be the high in Riverton, and of course Utah, northern Utah, they get the inversion. I think they kind of invented it too. It gets really bad, real hazy down in Salt Lake City, and that will be the case again tomorrow. 42 for an afternoon high there. We're hoping that the inversion won't be quite as bad on Friday, so that'll allow temperatures to warm up a bit more, as you can see from your Southeast Idaho Chevy dealer 7-day forecast. And look at that weekend. Wow, we're in the 40s. It's a heat wave. Idaho Falls 7-day forecast. A little better as the week moves along. A little less of the haze, a little less of the fog. And then we're looking at 40s going back to work on Monday. A lot of cloud cover above. Rexburg 7-day forecast. You got fog in your forecast tonight, tomorrow morning. You will be a little warmer, I think, for your Friday, maybe a little more sunshine. Temperatures climb, too, for Blackfoot. We'll actually get well above freezing this weekend. And starting next Monday, we'll see highs in the lower 40s. Teton area, that's if you want the sunshine out of the inversion haze fog, that's where you go. Of course, you have to deal with the bitter cold in the morning, lows in the single digits for the next 3 mornings. And for the Central Mountains, we'll just call it partly sunny, low clouds. Haven't had a lot of sunshine these days in Chalice and Salmon. But as we get into the weekend, I think we'll get a little more, and then we cloud up again on Monday with a high near 40.